Words have the power to connect us, to inspire, challenge, and to shape the world we live in. Communication isn't just about speaking, it's about listening, understanding, and the emotions that guide our conversations. How often do we pause and reflect on the way we interact with others? Today, we dive into the heart of human connection, exploring the challenges, the emotions, and the cultural differences that shape the way we communicate. Get ready for a conversation that might just change the way you see the world. We want to talk about the art of communication. What's your idea about this expression, the art of communication? Is it an art?
Of course, yes.
Or how?
I think it's more than an art.
Can you explain more?
I think it's
What's the definition of art?
one of the important part of our life, the communications and the relations. Yeah,
Yes.
to choose a person for your relation, for your communication is one of the important part of our life. And I think this is an ability.
Mhm.
I don't know, this
ability
art
or
or
skill.
something. I think one of the useful skills in our life is how to communicate and talk with a person.
So it's a kind of a skill, it's not art.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But someone has a natural ability about that.
hmm Do you agree with
And
Parisa?
Yes.
yeah.
I don't know. I think it's something we need to learn.
So it's not a natural skill or natural
It can be
talent.
It can be.
natural. It
Yes.
can be natural, but I think how was it natural? We earn that from my families. You know, family helps. Family has a
Yes.
responsibility
Somehow we
in that. You
know.
know,
Mhm.
it's not about I think
Yeah.
natural and the DNAs in
Mhm.
this
You learn it.
situation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this is more
It
about the
depends on your
learn
family.
and yeah, and your family and your kids when you are kids. What did you do? Something like this.
So the family environment can affect your power in relationships and communication.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Can I say something?
Yeah, sure.
To my mind, personality is effective too. For example, I think extrovert people can communicate more than introvert people.
So it's based on your personality.
Yes, it can be.
Yes,
No.
it's effective too.
If you're an extrovert, you naturally communicate more. But I think if you have that skill and you are an introvert, you can communicate more if you want. It's on your uh, wheel, you know.
Are you
Yes,
talking?
it's a talent. You can achieve this talent, but some people have it naturally. For example, they don't need to achieve this talent for communicate to other people. They are naturally okay with talking to people, and yeah.
I
You're
think
speaking about
Did
they are
you
more
come there?
talented, yeah.
this is not about just your personality, because a skill of communication and how to talk to person is just one of the skills. How to talk, when you should talk, when you should listen.
Yeah.
This is some skills and depend on your I forgot that word.
Yeah, there's some rules. Yeah.
Okay, and I want to take this a step. Tell me about the biggest mistake that people make when trying to express themselves. When you are in a communication or relationships, you want to express yourself, right?
Yes.
And tell me
Hmm.
about the biggest mistake that people make in this situation when they want to express themselves.
Can I say one mistake?
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest communication mistakes is not truly listening people. That's maybe thinking about what they want to say more than focusing on the speakers, I think.
Are you a good listener?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And do you agree with her?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
absolutely. I agree.
Just being a good listener is enough.
No.
No,
No,
No.
it's one of
No?
the
exactly not.
mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh.
it's
What is one
very
of the biggest?
important.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's one of the important thing into how to communicate. Because if you are a good listener, you can feel everything. You can know better that person you are talking to, and you can talk more and better.
Okay.
Sure, I think one of the biggest mistakes, another biggest mistakes that people
Make.
fall into it, make that they don't fully express themselves
Ah,
when they're
yes.
communicate.
Oh,
And they're
yes.
Yeah.
humble. We
Yes.
see it in our culture, and
Exactly.
that's
Yes,
the problem.
definitely.
Hmm.
And it's not enough to be a good listener. I think you should be a good speaker as well.
Yeah.
And in this way, how do you look at the role of body language and the tonation, your tone when you
Intonation.
want to say something?
I think staying calm is really effective because anger makes problem bigger.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just make another problem by getting angry and blaming each other instead of listening fully and understand what is the problem and try to solve it.
Yes. And what's your idea about tonation, your tone?
Can I say
I
something?
think
Yes.
To my mind, body language and tone help show how we really feel. For example, a smile, eye contact, or a soft voice
Mm-hmm.
can make words sound kind,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it makes the communication seems more friendly.
Yes. And in Amira, but sorry, do you think that body language can send the wrong message?
if you don't use it properly, yeah. But I think if you if you suitable if you use body language and intonation uh, properly, you can affect fully on person or on your audiences.
I think tonation is more than to body language. I mean, tonation can really change the way you want to speak. Exactly. For example, you want to speak something else, but when your tonation is different, it's absolutely changed another way. But body language, I think, is a little bit less.
Uh-huh. And does it make communication worse?
They're like swords,
No.
sir.
Why is that?
They're like knife.
Uh-huh.
Uh, get a good, positive, effective things about it, or get
Uh-huh.
negative things.
Good. And what a good
Teacher, I
example.
They're
have
supplementary for your speech. Both
I have
supplementary and
experience in that.
Sorry. What?
Go ahead. Go.
Yeah, I have experience in that. I
Mhm.
was working for a short time in the real estate,
Mhm.
and our manager, when he wants to talk and accepted his words to his partner, he plays with your tune with his hand a lot,
Mhm.
and it's very effective for that. It's too useful for that.
Mhm.
Absolutely. His body language, he plays his hand out very well, and
Mhm.
you don't know what's going on there, but you was you were accepted that, you
Mhm.
know,
Mhm.
when he wanted to say something, he very played with his hand, with
Mhm.
tone.
Do you think that it can be a good strategy when you
Yeah,
want to
for the
make?
formal meetings, it's very useful.
Mhm. How about intimate relationship, very close relationship? Does it work?
Yeah, every time is
No,
work.
no.
I think every
I think
time is work.
these are I think the things you are using in speeches and presentations, and somewhere you want to affect on somebody or some people.
Mhm.
And if you're in an intimate relationship, I think it's not a very, maybe in our culture is not mm, has a good vibe. No.
And is it a kind of a skill using your body language and
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
Yes,
yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
Exactly.
yeah,
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe in emotional intelligence?
yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
Emotion.
Can you define it?
You tell me. Emotional intelligence.
It means EQ. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Can you
Yes, yes.
can you
Okay.
can you
Yeah.
explain more? What is that?
Mm, it is some
Can I explain
skills.
it?
You go.
A
Yeah.
skill?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think it's about both your own emotion and understand the emotion of people around you.
Uh-huh.
For
Yeah.
example, your emotion is something else, and people, for example, you talk about that, you talk with her or him, emotion is different. You should absolutely understand both of them, and this is
Uh-huh.
really important. Why
Mm-hmm.
this is really important? Because the skill and abilities that helps your identity, that helps you identify and understand and manage your own emotions and that person emotion. This
And people with this kind of skill can build a stronger relationships.
yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
yes. It's easier
Yeah.
for
Of course. They are
And
more powerful.
uh, and people with this skill, emotional intelligent people, can manage their emotions better than us.
Yes.
That's
yes.
an important skill for controlling people. Yeah.
I think as
Exactly.
this ability means you how to manage your feeling when you're anger, when you're stressful, when you are not happy. This is the skills when you feel like that, anger and sadness. Something like this.
Mhm.
This is a skills for that. EQ and emotional intelligence means this.
Mhm. And
My I
do we need to be emotionally intelligent to have a good relationship?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Uh,
not mandatory, I think, but you should have it.
okay.
Is it mandatory?
I think it's
Teacher,
necessary.
Uh-huh. It's
can
I
I say
necessary.
think yeah.
something?
Yes.
I think emotional intelligence is like understanding your own feelings and also the feelings of others. So in a relationship that we need to listen to each other and understanding each other's feelings, it is so essential to have this ability when you are in a, for example, close relationship with your friends or your partner.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
And what's your idea about a person who can understand your emotions without without you saying anything, any words? Do you have this kind of person?
This is
Yeah,
a therapist, I think. I think
our
doctor or
mom is
therapist
like
do this.
this.
Yes.
Yeah, monk have this ability very well.
Mm-hmm.
When you don't say anything, they just know about you with watching.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And it's just about moms?
No, it can be about our partner, our friends.
Yeah.
Everyone can be like that.
And
I think it needs a very good connection with the partner. When you have a good connection with somebody, you can feel deeply about her or him.
mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
whom do you understand the emotion without saying anything? It's about you and the other side.
I think you need to repeat the question.
Yeah, can you repeat?
Yes, yes, yes.
Sorry.
I want you to think that you are this person and tell me about the other side of the relationship. If you want to say that you can understand a person, someone's emotions without saying anything, what is that person? Who is that person?
I think close friends are like that.
Mm-hmm.
You have to know and recognize you know his personality deeply and for a long time.
So, are you emotional intelligent?
I don't know.
Maybe it can be, yeah. I remember I was talking with a stranger person and he was talking to me and say something and I understand something about his family. He didn't say anything about that. I didn't know
How do you
how
do that? How
I
do you
don't
know?
know. I don't know. I was saying something to him and he was saying, yeah, that's true. It's okay. How did you know that? Because I was going to the therapy and that made me to know him better.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Be-
So,
because he had same situation as me.
so you think that everything that you can see in the relationship comes from the family?
Not everything, but I think
Oh,
one of the
It
biggest
depends,
part.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Depends
it's
on
one
what?
of the big part of that.
yeah.
Depends on how the person talks in the relationship, how the person acts in a relationship. And with this, you can say something. You can guess, is this about their family or this is not about their family, about that person who do this.
And the family is important to you when you want to make a friendship?
No, I don't know,
Exactly.
but not really for me.
For friendship, no, but for the partner, yeah,
Yeah, I'm
it's
talking
it's
about partner.
important.
It's important.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
important for me.
Yes,
exactly.
it's important because behind the actions is, you know, family is effective.
So people with a simple family or bad family, they don't have this chance to be in a good relationship.
They're rare. they're rare because they can't rebuild themselves after 18, maybe in between 18 to 22, but they are very rare cases.
I think they can heal themselves.
Yes, me too.
You know, teacher, when you started talking with somebody, you don't know anything about his or her family. And when, for a girl, I said, when she attracts you as well, your care about her family go less, you know?
Mhm.
If she attracted and a good person as a personality, families go less for me. But
Okay.
when you saw something bad in personality and annoying, you care about family too. You
Mhm.
know, when she has a bad family or a simple family or something like this.
And in the conversation with your partner or with your friends, do you talk a lot about their families?
No.
No, I think it's hard to know about people's family.
Yes.
Do you need
Yeah,
to
you
know
have to
about them?
interact with them.
Do you need to know about them?
Of course, but
Yes.
I
For a
think
deep
it's not
relation, I think,
essential.
yeah.
It's
If
sorry.
if you want to have a serious and deep relation,
Mhm.
I think you should know.
Yeah.
And imagine you are in love with a person
Mhm.
and you have some problems with their families, his or her.
Mhm.
And do you speak to solve the problem, know the problem, manage the problem, or you ignore that person?
It
As you
depends
said,
on
as you said,
how much that person worth.
What?
if you
Go ahead, Zoria.
as you said, if you love someone, I think it's not easy to break up with that person.
Yeah.
And you, as a man, I try to resolve the problem and talk with her.
Mhm.
If I love her and I liked her personality and anything in that person, I try to solve that problems.
And imagine about a person with a good family, good background, but
Hmm.
you have many problems with that person. What's your idea about this situation?
The second one is more challenging.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
this situation not happen more. I mean, how can I say it's happened rarely. We can say that.
Yeah.
I don't know. My my comments about this question is this.
Mhm.
Mm.
And if you were in this situation, what would you do?
At the first
Yes,
stage, I
we'll
think
break it.
we should talk together, but if we didn't reach any result, then we can think about breakup or something.
Bye bye.
Yes.
I think now social media is very change our life and our mindness, and families is very family can help with that situation. One of the reasons I said family is important for the relation, for deep relation, is this. Family can handle this, something like this, the social media, I
I
don't know this word.
I think that the family is more important than the exact person for you.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't want to make a place and put that person in a special place based on his or her background. Because we don't choose our families, right?
Can
Yes,
Say,
yes.
Yes, but because our behavior comes from our personality, and our personality is based on
Family.
our family. Yeah, maybe 70% of our
yeah,
personality is based on our family,
I see
and
the
it's very
role
important.
of the personality more than the effect of family.
yes, me too.
I think it depends on the age too. When you grow up and
Grow
your
older.
age, yeah, I mean, when you're older,
Depends
I
lots of things. It's not depends age or so. It
I
depends
don't,
lots of things.
yeah, I don't want to
yeah.
ignore the role of family. I don't want to ignore it. But I don't want to judge or have make a decision about a person based on the family.
No, we don't
Yeah.
make a decision just based on your family, but it's very important for us.
Yeah,
I
family is an element, not the whole.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not a
yes,
whole.
I
Yeah.
think like that because uh, as much as the person is important, the family is important too. I think family is not more important than the person. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we need
No.
to be stable or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
We can't just say no if the person is better or the family is better. The
Mm-hmm.
situation is
Mm-hmm.
easier for us. I
They
don't think
complete
so.
each
Yeah.
other,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. And tell me about the way that you um, make a conversation with your partner. And why do some conversations change into argument? Sometimes we don't want to have an argument, but we don't know how it changes to argument. You tell me about the reasons and the wrong ways.
I think one of the reason is that because we don't talk about the current situation and we talk about the problems that was in the past.
It can be, yes.
It
Any
can be
idea?
because of some misunderstandings.
Yes, yes.
Bad tone can affect it too. For example, imagine you say, okay, fine, I'll do it, but with an annoyed, sarcastic tone, and the words are okay, but the tone makes it feel like they're angry or they really
Uh-huh.
don't want to talk,
Mhm.
and it makes your partner to think that you are not in a good mood or they did something that you are mad at them, and it can just cause a misunderstanding for them.
So tonation can make misunderstanding.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have something for different life goals. For example, when you want to go on a relationship or something like that, when you don't have any goals, for me, it is just for me, it's my
Yeah,
comment
yeah,
or my
I know, I
suggestion
know.
about it. When you don't have any same life goals to each other or in the first of the relationship, when you don't have any goals and your goals is really different from each other, I think you should go through that relationship, because this relationship should have some problems in the future. Maybe in a first week or second week is really good, but at the more when this relationship takes more time, it's maybe cause some problems.
We should be the same in a good relationships.
I
Absolutely. Yeah.
mean,
Yes.
uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
good relation needs this. But with every topic we talked about, I think it's about the marriage. It's not just for a simple relationship.
Mhm.
Because a simple relationship with a different person, it's just an experience in our life.
Aryan, every romantic good relationship should end in marriage.
It can be, because the marriage is a very different topic in our life.
Why? Why it's different?
It depends of any very different things about the money, about your age, about your goals.
Commitment, I think.
Mhm. And when you are in a romantic relationship, that's not that you don't care about the marriage. You don't have any commitment. You don't feel that you are responsible toward your partner, the other side of the relationship.
No, we should have a commitment in every relations.
So, what is the difference between a romantic relationship and when you are married?
Marriage is formal. You accept that person for your whole life, you know?
So what ethics?
I think it is in our mind.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's in our mind and nothing else. In every relation with the girls and boys, you should have the loyalty and commitment.
Trust is important.
But
Yeah.
sure, I think
How
in
much?
marriage,
Yes, yes.
sorry,
Yes, I'm listening to you.
did I interrupt you?
No, no,
Okay,
no.
okay. In marriage, I think you have more pressure from the society
Mm-hmm.
to be committed and be responsible.
Mm-hmm.
It's a difference
Mm-hmm.
from your family, from your friends. When you're in a relationship, in a romantic relationship, maybe some of your friends or some of the people you know, or if your family don't know the person you're in love with, and that you're in a relationship, and they don't put pressure on you to be committed. No.
We can say this. In marriages, we have some strict rules.
Mm-hmm.
So we mandatory should do that. But in a simple relationship or that not marriages, we don't have this strict rule. We have a rules, but not that much important. I think this is the thing they are saying.
And to be in a stronger relationship, we need to have strict rules, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
But as you said, for the responsible person, I
Yeah,
think you need
responsibility.
to be responsible person in every relation.
Yeah, right.
In the
That's
marriage,
true.
in the simple
Yeah,
relation, in
yeah.
the long-term relation. And as myself, when I want to start the relation with the girl, I accept all of the responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
As the yesterday I said, I accepted 100% of that,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't give any excuse for that.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you accepted some person for your relation, I think as a man you should accept that.
So we all agree that we should be responsible in relationship, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
this is
yes, it's for both sides.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And now tell me about the trust. How much is it important to you?
Trust is everything. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
I think it's hard to say that in English.
This is what you made in years, and you can destroy it in a second.
Trust, I think it's in our past, when you saw something that broke your trust, it's very hard for you to trust somebody.
Uh-huh.
And if you had this situation in your life, I think you can't, and you need to don't start any relation because it will hurt you and that person.
So it's not possible to completely fix a broken relationship, right?
It's not possible to complete the broken relation.
A broken relationship or trust?
Broken trust or broken relationship.
It's
No,
very
you can
hard. It's very
complete
hard.
that.
You
You
can,
can.
I think.
You can
How?
complete
Very hard.
that.
How you can
To-
rebuild it?
To give a
With
time
action.
to yourself and accept that it's part of our life. You should first accept that and try to solve this problem.
Do you have any strategy for that? For example, I am in a broken relationship. I have lost my trust to my partner.
First, you need to give a time more than 3 months, 3 or 6 months to yourself. And if you need to don't talk with another person in this time, and after that you need to just be easygoing in that, I think, and just to give a time to the person to know him and talk with him, to know better him, and for starting a serious relation.
Can you
I think
forget?
this.
Can you forget everything?
No,
about-
I can't.
No.
No, nobody can forget something like this.
I mean, I won't get a new chance to someone who broke my trust once.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know, when someone did it just for one time, they can do it more. Why not?
Did you mean to give a chance for the past person?
Yeah, who cheats on you?
No,
Cheated on you.
I think it's not a good choice.
If you gives her a chance, how she can rebuild your trust? Is there any way?
It's one of the hard thing in the fort.
Yeah.
Don't know.
And is it possible?
No.
Yes, there are.
Maybe she has to clear everything, and puts lots of efforts for years for it.
I think that relation is not good because it's very annoying. When she want to go somewhere, when she want to go, it's annoying for you, not for her.
Right. Yes.
You know what I'm
What is based on your?
Okay.
What's important based on your what's relationship you're in? Maybe it's your 15 years wife. You know, it's hard to broke that relationship and hurt your son or girl, and you have to. Some in some cases you have to forgive her. You have to take a chance.
And you will forgive that person and continue the relationship. Yes, Amir Abbas?
I don't know.
It depends on situation. I think if you have a child, it's better to do that. But if you don't have a child, no.
For one time, maybe, yeah. But she has to.
Wait.
What
Sorry.
Put
And
effort.
Aryan, in this relationship, in a broken relationship with a child, what do you want to teach your child with this bad relationship? Because children can understand the feeling and the relationship between the parents.
I think first of all, I'm not a good dad for them to make this situation for them. But for the teach to them, for the lessons, I think
You want to
I
raise
don't.
your child in the best way, right? You want to teach him or her the best things,
Yeah.
and you want him or her to be successful. And when you don't feel that you are successful, when you don't feel that you are lucky in your marriage, what can you teach? Can you teach anything good?
In that relation,
Yes.
no,
It's just a
because
question. It's just a question. I want to put you in some challenges.
I know, but when your relation go to this way, I think you choose the wrong person. As first, you don't have a good relation.
And you don't teach your child that you should accept people with all the mistakes, and you should continue your way without caring about your heart or your feeling and your satisfaction. You don't
No,
teach them.
no, we are not their mother.
Imagine you are their mother.
No, you should never play the role of mother.
Yes,
Why?
Never.
because we are not. We are their
Because it
partner.
hurts yourself more.
Yes.
Okay.
We don't have any experience in that,
Ah,
and it's very hard to talk
yeah.
about something like
Someone is
this.
still
Yeah,
suffering.
I see. Yeah, I know.
And I didn't think about this one time.
Yeah, I
Even
know.
one time,
I
yeah,
know.
you know.
I know.
You
Yes.
It's very
really
hard.
go on detail. You
I'm
really
so
go on
sorry.
detail.
Yes, because
Deep,
No, it's
deep,
okay. It's
really
very
it was very challenging topic. Yes, but I
yeah, and it
wanted
was
to know.
fun.
It is the real free discussion ever.
Yes. What's your idea about distance relationship?
The broken relation.
No. Long distance.
Long
long
distance.
distance.
Yes. Between
For short
different
time, maybe
between different
can be.
cultures. With you
Oh,
and a person from
wow.
another
But it
country.
works, teacher.
It's good.
It works. I know someone, a boy of my mother, one of my mother's friend,
Uh-huh.
and son, and he married with an American girl
Uh-huh.
with a long distance relationship. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they didn't have any problems with the cross-cultural communication, because we have many differences between cultures, right?
I don't know, but he immigrated to USA now,
Uh-huh.
and they know each other in English classes, online English classes.
I
Right.
think the reason he married with her is just green card. Nothing to.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Nothing else.
But she was beautiful.
It's not important. We have very beautiful girls in Iran.
Okay,
That are
that's
just depend on
plus.
beautiful. But green card is just in America, you know.
Yeah. And
Yes.
You can have a beautiful wife with green card. It's better than a beautiful
This is
wife
the
just in
law.
Iran.
This is what we say. Law.
I think it's a perfect chance.
Luck and love.
Right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Over than perfect.
and I think girls are searching for this case as well.
No.
Yes, why not? Man can do. We can.
Okay. And different cultures is not just about different countries, right?
Yes.
I think the long distance relation, the hardest thing is that distance. You can't see your partner for a long time.
Yeah, right. Yes.
That's very annoying.
Yeah, right.
What kind of relation?
Nowadays, being in a relationship with someone when you're in west of Tehran and she's in east of Tehran is difficult.
Yeah. It's two kind of
But
country.
it depends on the how do you want to go on that relationship. For example, as Amir Abbas said, that person who immigrate to US, he have a goal for the relationship.
Mhm.
If they have a goal or something like that, I think long distance can be a good relationship.
Yes, yes, I agree. In each situation, you should
Yeah.
have goal, right?
Yeah.
Especially in your relationships. But
Yeah.
these goals, I think these goals shouldn't be selfish.
Exactly.
Okay, and imagine you are in a relationship with a person with differences in the cultures. How do you manage your relationship?
We try to know each other cultures at first.
Yes, yes, yes. We are listening to you.
To know each other more and to know our challenges will we have in the future and be prepared for it.
Do you care
And
about the differences?
I think we should respect each other.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Every relation needs to respect,
Yeah.
not
Yes,
just
but
different
when you
culture.
have more difference in culture, it's harder for you, you know. I'm
Yeah.
talking about that.
But for me, when you want to choose a person for a partner, I think you should choose someone is same as you.
And do you completely 100% sure about the same culture, same situation? What is that, Aryan?
We are living in Iran. Yeah. What should I do?
guys, there's in your settings there's a button that you can turn it on, and there's about noises, block noises.
Noise cancellation.
Yeah, not cancellation in Google Meet.
Yes.
So
I should do that?
If you do that, I think it's better.
I can't find that.
Did I have any noises? Am I?
No, no, no.
No, no.
No.
I'm in the park, and there's
Really?
many cars that they're driving there.
But we
Yeah, there-
didn't hear anything about the noise. Any noisy sound.
Maybe.
Technology.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And do you think that respect is more important or being flexible?
Both, I think.
They're supplementary. Yeah.
I think respect is more important.
Why? What's your reason?
I know that just
I don't know exactly being flexible. What does it mean being flexible in a relationship? And how can you compare this and with respect?
When-
Because respect is one thing, being flexible is lots of things. How did being
the
flexible
question
mean?
is which one is more important?
When you
Yeah?
are yes, when you are flexible, you accept the other side of the relationship, and you take many things easy.
Okay.
But when you
I
respect,
think that being
okay, I'm listening to you.
the flexibility is the base of respect. I think if you're not a flexible person in your relationship, you can respect on something.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
have
yeah.
a shadow of the meaning of respect in the meaning of being flexible, right?
Yeah,
Actually, when you are flexible, you respect others. Mm,
I agree with
You
that. Yeah.
can respect. You can respect. Yeah.
yes, good, good. And in the end, tell me about a perfect relationship. What's your idea about this question? What is that?
I
Do
think the perfect relationship is when you find a partner who has the same goal, and you can grow
Mhm.
and grow together.
Yeah.
in the relationship you meant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Grow together. Culturally
es-
close. Be
especially in our
responsible.
age, yeah, this is the one of the important. This
Yeah,
is the most important thing for the
exactly.
relation, for a
Yeah,
good relation.
right.
I
Yes.
think this is a really imaginary relationship because I don't think anybody or any relationship like this.
Mm.
What if we
No,
have this? Yeah,
I see. I,
I
Yes,
s-
don't
it's
I-
see this, but
no, I saw too
Okay.
many
Well,
people like that.
Ariane,
I don't know.
not just
after
an
the meeting, tell your friend about the relationship that you have seen and show something about the perfect relationship to your friend.
Yeah, you should absolutely.
Yes.
I think Abbas closed his eyes. He can see near of our
Is it?
friends.
Maybe
Yeah, we have our
my
friends have some relation like that.
no, maybe my my perspective is really different
Oh,
from that
yes,
you
yes.
think.
Yeah. I
I
wanted to
mean,
say
the
that.
goal is really different. Yeah.
it's just
maybe you're
for
thinking
relation
about.
that is not for fun.
And Abbas, do you think that reaching and receiving your goals is just about you when you are in a
No,
relationship?
No.
as we said, the same goals and same targets.
Uh-huh.
I said that this
For
is really
example,
hard.
I want to travel to another country. I want to be in a relation with somebody
Mm-hmm.
as same as me,
Mm-hmm.
who's her goal for travel to another country.
Mm-hmm.
Something like this.
Mm-hmm. And imagine you are in a perfect relationship and you have a very strong goal and the person doesn't want it. And do you let that person to stop you or you cut the relationship?
I
I will
cut the
not
relationship.
continue the yeah. I will not continue that relation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have short goals, we have a strong goal, as you said. What if
Mhm.
she want, for example, break the strong goals? It's really hard to continue that relationship. But for short goals, we can do that. I mean, for short goal, really short goal. And this, I think, this about that's said. I said because when you have a really strong goal and you cannot find a good partner for that, I didn't see this. I mean, I see somebody, for example, they both of the partner want to learn English. I think this is a really short goal,
Yeah.
and I see this partnership. But for a strong goal, I didn't see any cases for a strong goal.
I think it is about the lifestyle, not just goal. Goal is important, but it's about the lifestyle. For example, the person who is very easygoing and going to party, smoke cigarettes and something like this, it's not perfect for me as a person. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think it
But
depends on
maybe
the
Very
it's
important.
for
lifestyle too.
somebody else.
Lifestyle, attitude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And
Lifestyle and targets are in this same road.
but they can't be exactly the same, right?
Yes, they can
Nobody
be
can.
Yeah.
near to each other,
Yeah.
not just exactly the
Yeah.
exact goal and the exact thing.
Yes.
Just the way that they go is near to each other.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes. And
Yeah.
why after this discussion we found out that um, having a good relationship has some challenges, right?
Of course.
Yeah,
A lot.
of course.
And by considering all the challenges, do you want to be in a relationship?
Everyone needs, I think.
Yes, everyone needs.
It's part of our life.
Mm-hmm. Good.
We say something in Persian. We say that this is a sugar of the thing. I think. Yeah, am I say it right?
Uh-huh.
There are some challenges, but we should do that because of the. This is the, for example, these challenges, this sugar of the this relationship or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes, yes. It's part of our life, and we have to accept that because we need relationship
Mm-hmm.
in every aspect of it.
I wish you the best relationship. Communication is more than just exchanging words. It's about truly listening, understanding, and creating bridges instead of walls. Whether it's solving problems, rebuilding trust, or adapting across cultures, how we speak to each other defines the world we live in. This conversation doesn't end here. I'd love to hear your thoughts and ideas. Let's put your comments, and if you found this conversation, this free discussion valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, keep connecting and enjoy your life.